So we all know the feeling when you get yourself prepared up to record your YouTube video. You sit down, press the record button on your camera, and everything you seem to know suddenly vanishes off from your head. You start to panic because you are in a state where your mind is blank. It puts you in a situation where you feel like you've suddenly forgotten how to talk or even express yourself. And this puts you in an awkward situation where you feel like you are being forced to talk. And trust me, this does not happen to you alone. It happens to so many other creators. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step approach that would help you to speak confidently on camera. This will help you to easily find your authentic self where you'll be able to talk freely or flow naturally when you are talking on camera. Once you follow these simple approaches I'm about to share with you in this video, you'll be able to deliver your messages with more clarity. This will also help you massively improve your retention rates for people to stay longer watching your videos. So if it is the first time of you seeing this channel, we frequently upload YouTube growth videos on this channel. So if it's something of your interest, then consider subscribing to this channel to be part of our amazing community of subscribers. Support this channel by giving this video a like. That's certainly your way of encouraging me to keep making videos of this kind, because by the end of this video you are going to be able to improve on your camera presence, and this is going to help you grow your channel a lot more faster. So with that said and done, I want to take this opportunity to explain further why improving on your camera presence is such an important skill to develop. Let me start off by giving you this example. I don't even know what to say, but let's just say you're a fashion designer and you have a YouTube channel where you post videos on how to sew or design outfits. Now, this is you that is technically very good at what you do. That's the fashion design. But you seem to have a problem when it comes to talking to the camera. So let's just say you're a camera shy person. Now, even though you are technically good at what you do, when your audience are watching your videos, they would easily detect that you don't have camera confidence. It's going to be obvious that you don't have communication skills, and it's going to be written all over your face in your video. And this is going to make a lot of people lose interest in your video, and they might not even watch the rest of your video even if you are very good at what you do, because they are going to be losing that connection or rapport that should have been coming from you, the one making the video, to the viewer. So you see, that's how much important developing good camera presence is. With that said, if you really want to grow on YouTube, you need to master the art of talking to the camera. So the first step you should take to be more camera confident and charismatic is a step I term as being in the zone. And you might be wondering, what is being in the zone? So being in the zone is basically where you are in your mental state to flow naturally. The biggest mistake some YouTubers make is the moment they are done writing their scripts, they don't even prepare to get themselves ready for the video. They just go ahead to press the record button on their camera and they begin to talk. And this is a bad approach to doing YouTube, because talking to the camera is not a normal thing. And I'm saying it's not a normal thing because on a normal day you interact with humans. So when you just jump straight into recording yourself right after you are done preparing your script, at a point you are going to feel anxious, because as you are talking to the camera doesn't respond back to you, and you are naturally used to getting response from people when you are talking to them. When you prepare yourself well and ready to record your video, and in the process of you recording your video, the thought of you feeling awkward and weird talking to the camera sets in your mind, it will be easy for you to overcome it because you've already prepared yourself well for the video. Personally, before I record any of my videos, I go through a process called warming up, and this is where basically I dedicate 20 minutes of my time to go over my script to prepare my mind for the video. So you would also want to go through this exact process even if you've just finished writing your script 10 minutes ago. Even though you know exactly what you're going to say, I would recommend you go over the script about 3 to 4 times before you press the record button. When you consistently go through this process, you put yourself in a natural state whenever you are talking to the camera. Now that you are done putting yourself in the zone by preparing yourself, the next step is to understand how to speak to the camera authentically. So for me personally, I have a little story to share with you that relates to this. I used to write my script detailing everything I would want to say in the video on the script, and Anytime we are recording, my assistant will tell me that I sound like a robot. And in most of the times, it gets me dragging to deliver my words, especially when I miss a word or two. So my assistant will ask me to explain to her what I really want to talk about. And that is where I'll start explaining myself to her whilst the camera is on. And after doing that, we both realized I was sounding natural and flowing authentically. So ever since, anytime we are going to make a video, she will ask me to make a bullet point of the things I'm going to talk about in the video, and then she will go ahead to ask me to explain them to her whilst the camera is recording. This was a strategy my assistant discovered, and ever since, our video making process has been a lot more easier and fun. Moreover, it has made me to be able to flow naturally to the camera without having to make me feel unease or pressured whilst talking to the camera. This is a strategy that will certainly help you, and if you don't have an assistant like I do that you always be explaining to, you can pretend as if your camera is your best friend or your mom. This way, anytime you are talking, see the camera as your best friend or someone you really vibe with. This will help you improve on your delivery and to even help you flow authentically and naturally. So once you start seeing the camera as your best friend and you are improving on your delivery, the next thing you should do is to inculcate the habit of smiling anytime you are talking to the camera. When you talk and smile at the same time, or you talk through a smile, your tone improves. Your voice also sounds energetic and you appear to be a lively person. So now let me give you an example. And as you can see, I'm talking while smiling. And now listen to me talk without smiling. This makes me appear to be more serious and unlively. Certainly, this is not an engaging way to communicate to your audience through your YouTube videos. When you inculcate the habit of smiling whilst making your videos, it improves on your video quality and it makes your videos appear more lively and engaging. So the next step is make a mistake and move on. And what do I mean by make a mistake and move on? There's this misconception about YouTube that delivery on your YouTube videos must be perfect and that you have to be perfect on camera. This is entirely not true. The truth is, if you are perfect on camera, it ends up damaging your YouTube videos because there's no such thing like perfection. And on top of that, you are making the videos for humans and there's no perfect human being. We humans constantly make mistakes in our delivery here and there. Some YouTubers, when they are recording their videos, because they are targeting for perfection, when they make a mistake, they cut and record again. And then they start recording again and make a mistake and cut again to record again. They keep repeating this process with the mindset of getting a perfect delivery on camera. And when they do that, they end up spending a lot more time recording their videos. So it's best to allow the mistakes flow. That's even part of our human nature. Right from the start of this my video till now, you will realize that I've made quite a lot of mistakes. Some of the mistakes are very big, so you realize that I've cut them out. So anytime you see a jump cut or a joint cut, just know that it was a mistake I made, so I had to cut and take out that mistake. And others are just little mistakes that I decided to ignore. So your story wouldn't be anything different, just that you have to learn to take things easy on yourself. Now that we are in an era of artificial intelligence where people can generate a clone of themselves, when your videos are smooth running without mistakes, people will mistakenly think that you are a clone human, and that would not be good for your brand and identity. Now that you've done all these things, the next step is very important because that is what will improve your camera confidence or presence a lot more faster. And this stage is all about getting feedback about your videos. This is where you sit down to rewatch your videos to evaluate yourself objectively as to what you are doing right and what you are not doing right. And with this stage, you need to do two things. The first one is an auditory check, where you would have to turn on the audio of your video and listen to the audio only without watching the video. This is to let you know if your delivery is engaging. And once you are done with the auditory check, the next is to do a visual check, where you watch both the video and the audio to see whether your demeanor and composure in the video is right. And at this stage, you should see yourself as a viewer and not a creator, and ask yourself what you would have done differently if you were the creator. And at this stage, if you are honest to yourself and you detach your emotions from the video, you realize that there are a lot of things you could have done better. This is certainly one of the powerful and the fastest ways to improve on your camera presence. Alright, thank you for watching, and I hope this video was of great value to you. If this video was helpful, give it a like and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and I will make sure to reply. And if you enjoyed this video, then you certainly will enjoy this video as well. See you in that video.